Welcome to the world of powerful wood splitters that tear through massive logs with absolute precision. This is where machines reign over the forest timber. Subscribe now to experience raw, satisfying power. Welcome to Woodpath channel. Multitech FP 2020, a blazing orange machine in the wild, splitting logs tirelessly beneath the open sky. Outdoors, surrounded by scattered timber, the bright orange Multitech FP 2020 stands tall like a growling steel beast. All around it, freshly harvested forest stretches out, the scent of pine resin and sawdust drifting on the breeze. The operator stands nearby, hand gripping the hydraulic control lever. He pushes it forward. The saw blade, cold and sharp like a forged battlefield weapon, begins to lower slowly. A massive log rests on the sliding table, exposed under the sky. Then screech. The blade touches the wood, releasing a piercing shriek that echoes through the trees. The log is split cleanly in two, like cardboard under the screaming blade. Instantly, the cut section is fed into the splitting system. A heavy steel wedge comes crashing down, dividing the log into uniform pieces of firewood that fall onto the dusty ground, ready to be loaded onto a waiting truck. No roof overhead, no soundproof walls, just steel, wood, the operator, and the wild. The Multitech FP 2020 works like a warrior in the forest, powerful, precise, and relentless.
I don't know why people don't buy these things. I know they're very expensive, but it is the best.
The Super Split Log Splitter is a modern, powerful machine designed to efficiently handle logs of various sizes. Featuring a sturdy steel frame and a high-capacity hydraulic system, the machine easily pushes logs firmly into the sharp splitting wedge. The splitter's blade is specially designed with an optimized cutting angle, allowing logs to be split quickly and evenly. The splitting process runs smoothly and continuously, with decisive cuts and minimal vibration. As the blade descends, uniformly sized split pieces are pushed out, ready for transport or further use. Wood chips scatter lightly, producing minimal dust and maintaining a clean and safe working environment.
I believe they just didn't market it right, because there is nothing wrong with this machine. Girls, get your boys a super split. They will not regret it. And this is not a sales pitch, this is the truth.
At a lumber yard filled with large logs, the Superfilk firewood processor is running with remarkable power and precision. With its modern design, bold color, and advanced hydraulic system, it performs like an industrial-grade machine built for relentless wood splitting. Logs are loaded onto the feed tray, where an automated mechanical arm clamps onto the log and pushes it toward the saw blade. The blade drops swiftly and cleanly, slicing through the wood in an instant. Right after the cut, the hydraulic ram drives the log piece into the splitting wedge, which can be star-shaped or multi-blade depending on the setup. In just a second, the large log is transformed into multiple small, evenly sized firewood pieces. This process repeats continuously without pause. The finished wood is pushed out onto a conveyor belt, while sawdust and small debris fall into a lower collection bin, keeping the workspace clean and efficient. This is a simple, homemade wood-splitting machine, yet highly effective. Logs are placed on a sturdy wooden base. When the operator pulls the lever, a mechanical push plate drives the log forcefully toward a fixed splitting blade. Each push is powerful and decisive, cleanly splitting the wood in seconds. Although rudimentary in design, the lever mechanism is cleverly constructed to maximize manual force while maintaining operational safety and efficiency. The bright orange Multitech firewood processor stands out vividly in the expansive wood yard. The machine operates smoothly, creating a lively industrial scene. Logs are placed on the feed deck, gently pushed forward by the conveyor belt toward the sharp, fast-spinning circular saw blade. As soon as the blade contacts the log, a crisp cutting sound rings out, quickly splitting the wood into smaller, manageable sections. Then, a powerful hydraulic ram pushes these sections forward to the splitting wedge, where uniform firewood pieces are neatly separated and drop onto the wood conveyor. The entire process runs continuously with steady, uninterrupted operation. The gleaming orange surface of the machine reflects light, highlighting Multitech's modern design and high efficiency. In the heart of a cold winter landscape, the bright red Easton-made 48C firewood processor stands out against the pure white snow like a mechanical giant from another realm. Snow covers the yard, the wind bites through the air, but the machine works steadily, powerfully, unfazed by the cold. Massive logs are lifted by the feed deck, and the hydraulic ram forcefully pushes each log into the sharp central splitting wedge. With a clean, crushing motion, the thick log is shattered into neat firewood pieces, while wood chips and vaporize from the cold timber like mist in the frozen air. The Easton-made 48C, built for the toughest, densest logs, performs flawlessly even in sub-zero temperatures. The operator, seated comfortably in the control cabin, moves the levers with precision, while the machine relentlessly cuts, splits, and delivers. The yard echoes with the hum of the engine and the crack of braking wood, a rhythmic winter symphony of power and precision. Split X450 Sawquip, the fastest wood splitter with direct hydraulic arm power. The blazing orange Split X450 Sawquip operates without a conveyor table, working directly on the ground. Large, heavy logs rest ready below, waiting for the sturdy hydraulic arm to lift and press down, quickly and precisely splitting the trunk in two. The hydraulic arm moves like a powerful steel machine, descending with overwhelming force, sending cracking sounds echoing through the air. The splitting process is seamless and relentless, delivering unmatched strength and speed to maximize productivity. The Split X450 is the top choice for fast, decisive wood splitting, perfectly suited for challenging terrains where a conveyor table cannot be used. Multitech 2025, bold and orange, relentless under the open sky. Out in the log yard, beneath a sky streaked with sawdust and sunlight, the bright orange Multitech 2025 stands like a seasoned steel warrior. No labels needed. Its dusty, scratched orange coat speaks of thousands of relentless working hours. The log conveyor runs smoothly, feeding each timber into the cutting system. A massive circular saw blade screams to life, dropping with surgical finality, slicing through the log like a knife through wax. Instantly, the cut section is shoved into the splitter. A heavy-duty cross wedge comes down, breaking the log into neat, equal firewood pieces. The roar of machinery, the thump of splitting wood, the swirl of dust, it's a raw industrial symphony. Multitech 2025 doesn't boast, it proves. A machine built to work. Fast, clean, precise, tireless. In a spacious lumber yard, the Pro 28C log splitter stands firm, ready to take on heavy-duty work with pinpoint accuracy. Its solid frame, powerful hydraulic system, and razor-sharp blade define the strength of this Pro model. The operator gently pulls down the control lever, instantly activating the hydraulic ram, which pushes the log forcefully forward. The long log is driven straight into the fixed steel splitting wedge, and upon contact, the log cracks cleanly, either in half or into quarters, depending on the wedge setup. The machine works rhythmically, with consistent pressure and clean execution, no shaking, no wasted movement. The split pieces fall into a collection zone below, or are pushed aside neatly, forming organized stacks of firewood ready for transport. The T190 wood splitter rumbles steadily across the cluttered log yard, its tracks grinding over compacted soil and scattered sawdust. As it approaches each massive log lying on the ground, a steel arm extends like a mechanical claw, lifting the log with force and precision, setting it squarely onto the saw blade's path. Without delay, the saw blade drops sharply, slicing through the trunk with a piercing screech. Instantly, the freshly cut log is pushed into the splitting mechanism. Razor-sharp blades cleave the wood into neat, uniform pieces, clean and swift as if the log offered no resistance. The split pieces tumble to the ground with heavy, echoing thuds, piling into orderly stacks, a testament to the machine's relentless power and unwavering precision. The log splitter equipped with a rotating gear system represents a powerful and efficient mechanical design. The pushing shaft is firmly mounted on a large gear wheel, working in perfect harmony with the entire mechanism. As the machine starts, the gears rotate smoothly, producing a steady, robust motion. With each turn of the gear, the pushing shaft forcefully drives large logs against a sharp blade. The blade immediately applies immense pressure, causing the wood to burst apart violently, producing crisp cracking sounds that echo through the space. Each rotation of the gear delivers a decisive push, splitting the logs into uniformly sized pieces. The smaller wood fragments are expelled outward, falling into neat piles beside the machine, ready for transportation or further processing. The sound of meshing gears combined with the rasp of the blade slicing wood forms an industrial symphony full of life, while sunlight filtering through forest leaves illuminates the machine's surface, highlighting every moving part vividly. The entire system operates continuously and cohesively, showcasing a seamless blend of mechanical engineering and raw physical power to efficiently and safely process large, thick logs. On a summit open yard, the bold red Root Force 20-30CS firewood processor stands like a powerful block of machinery, tirelessly at work. Purpose-built for cutting and splitting firewood, this machine features a razor-sharp circular saw paired with a precision hydraulic system. Each log is placed on the feed deck, and the spinning circular saw slices through the wood with a sharp, clean cut. Instantly, an automated pusher feeds the cut section into the splitting wedge, reducing it into evenly sized firewood pieces. The entire process runs smoothly and powerfully like a well-tuned mechanical rig. The operator monitors and controls from a safe distance, while the screech of the saw and the crack of splitting would echo across the open air. The Brute Force 20-30CS delivers not just reach strength, but also surgical precision, making it a top-tier choice for mid to large-scale firewood production. The TM1200 and TB900 machines run continuously in the timber yard, creating an unceasing high-efficiency firewood processing line. Large, rough logs are first fed into the sharp saw blade, cutting quickly and precisely into perfectly sized pieces. Immediately after cutting, the logs are pushed down under a sharp steel splitter blade. The splitter forcefully descends, splitting the logs into uniform, upright, and sturdy firewood pieces. The splitting blade's crisp sound echoes, confirming the machine's precision and power. The neatly split firewood pieces are swiftly moved onto the conveyor bed, stacked orderly and ready for the next stage in the firewood processing chain. The entire system operates harmoniously from cutting to splitting, ensuring optimal efficiency and consistent firewood quality. The Series 8000 wood cutting and splitting machine stands like a colossal steel beast dominating the workshop space. The operator sits motionless inside the cabin, eyes taut like strings, never leaving the control screen. Every move sharp and precise to the millimeter. The splitting blade, sharp as a cold dagger, strikes swiftly into the log, tearing apart wood fibers with relentless force. Meanwhile, the circular saw blade rises and falls rhythmically, shaking the entire frame like thunder roaring through the air, sending sparks flying as metal meets metal. The roar of the machine blends with the crashing of breaking wood, composing a mechanical symphony full of drama, freezing the atmosphere in a breathless moment. The brute force 14 to 24 wood cutting and splitting machine roars incessantly, blending with the heavy breaths of its operator. Large, rugged logs with thick, cracked bark that seem impossible to conquer are fed one by one into the machine's core. Each sharp cut, like a steel blade, strikes without hesitation, combined with powerful pushes that relentlessly tear through the toughest wood fibers. Occasionally, the machine jams, an alert horn blares, and the worker swiftly intervenes, making adjustments before the machine resumes its relentless assault on stubborn logs. Each log splits and crashes down with a heavy thud, composing a fierce symphony of power and precision, a testament to unyielding endurance and unstoppable force. Conewood splitter, the power of rotation, splitting wood decisively. The Conewood splitter features a simple, compact design yet delivers high efficiency. A specially designed steel cone is mounted on a rotating shaft, spinning rapidly to generate strong centrifugal force. As logs are pushed straight onto the spinning cone, its sharp steel blade tears through the wood swiftly and decisively. This mechanism splits wood without requiring heavy pushing force, using rotational motion to break through the solid trunk structure. The Conewood splitter is a simple yet powerful solution, ideal for fast wood splitting tasks, saving labor while maintaining high performance. The Conical device, shaped like a conical spiral auger, is securely mounted onto the arm of a mini excavator. Before drilling begins, the operator positions the auger precisely at the desired drilling location, typically on clay soil or compacted fill ground. The mini excavator activates the Conical auger, causing it to rotate steadily while applying downward pressure using the weight of the excavator's arm. Thanks to its spiral design and conical shape, the auger gradually drills into the soil, forming a round, cone-shaped hole that widens toward the surface. The hole is formed quickly due to the high rotational speed and the auger's efficient soil penetration capability. In many cases, the completed hole is later used for driving piles, installing concrete posts, or placing underground piping. This method is more cost-effective than traditional pile driving techniques. The compact size of the mini excavator allows it to operate in confined spaces, such as urban construction sites or residential areas. It also offers high maneuverability, fast operation, and minimal disturbance to the surrounding ground surface. The deep green super splitter, powered by an 80 HP Ket turbo diesel engine, stands firm in the vast timber yard. This steel warrior is ready to tear through rough logs with unmatched power and durability. The engine roars like a beast in the forest. Under the skilled operator's control, the hydraulic arm moves forcefully, pressing each log against the sharp steel splitter blade. With a powerful push, the wood cracks open, splitting cleanly into uniform firewood pieces. Around it, piles of neatly stacked wood await the next truckload. In this open space, the machine's strength and the seamless cooperation between man and equipment create a scene of efficient, commanding production. The Lankman XLE-21 features a robust steel frame and a high-pressure horizontal hydraulic cylinder mounted directly opposite a hardened steel splitting wedge. Logs are placed on a fixed cradle position between the cylinder and the blade. The machine is powered either by electricity or a PTO power takeoff shaft connected to a tractor, which drives the hydraulic pump system. During operation, the operator places a round log onto the cradle, aligned with the splitting blade. By activating the hydraulic lever, the ram extends forward, pushing the log into the fixed wedge. With up to 21 tons of splitting force, the machine easily splits logs, even those of larger diameters, into halves or quarters, depending on the blade attachment, 2-way, 4-way, or 6-way. The logs are split into evenly sized firewood pieces in a matter of seconds. The machine allows continuous operation, with each splitting cycle taking only a few seconds. It includes a two-hand safety control system, ensuring the operator's hands remain clear of the working area. Adjustable stroke settings allow the ram travel to match the log length, maximizing time efficiency. Ideal for firewood production, particularly in regions where wood is a common fuel source. Compact and mobile, it can be combined with a conveyor system for automatic output and improved workflow. Heavy-duty construction makes it highly durable with minimal maintenance requirements. Kirpan CV22 Pro and Lindner 14, machines that still need a human hand. Massive logs are pulled steadily into the steel arms of the Kirpan CV22 Pro, powered by the reliable Lindner 14. Beneath the dusty light of the timber yard, each log is lifted upright like a pillar, waiting for the blade to do its work. From above, the cutting wedge lowers slowly, heavy, and deliberate. But this machine, despite its strength, doesn't work alone. A man stands beside it, like a father guiding his child, turning the log, adjusting the angle, steadying its weight. The machine may have power, but it needs guidance. The splitter groans softly, stalling briefly when it meets a knot of resistance. Still, the man stays close, correcting, encouraging. It's not just a display of power, it's a partnership where man and machine complete each other. One supplies force, the other supplies finesse. In every split, every adjustment, there's something deeply human, an old rhythm of labor where technology still listens to the hands that shaped it. Outdoors, in the cool air filled with the scent of fresh timber, two men operate a compact log segmenting machine. One feeds the round log into the machine, while the other controls the pressing system and cutting blade. The machine quickly grips the log, and the internal blade slices it into evenly sized sections. Wood chips drift in the breeze as the cut pieces drop into place, ready for the next stage of processing.